they're forgetting that they're basing it. Ronda Rousey, in reality, yes, could kick the ever-loving shit out of Alexa Bliss. Okay, we know this.
But this is a character.
This is a character, and it's sad that two pundits of wrestling,
two big minds of
wrestling, who know it's based in a fantasy land. Okay,
when it comes to us criticizing it, we just criticize the fantasy. We're just criticizing the story we're being told. We're not criticizing the real world aspect of it.
Yeah. Should Ronda Rousey be beating the shit out of Alexa Bliss, Alicia Fox, and Mickie James on the regular? Yes. Yes, she should. But the story that they were telling of the ribs being hurt over the last few weeks, okay, based on that fantasy story, to the best of their ability, they gave the best performance they could.
Mm-hmm.
And it was entertaining. I liked watching it. Kudos.
Kudos indeed. And now we got to see the Riot Squad job to, with how we were going, maybe not. We get to see the Riot Squad face against the Bellas and Ronda Rousey at Super Showdown, and no one will give two shits about it. Except just Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, moving on to the main event, which is the second Hell in a Cell match, Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman.
About some bullshit.
To the point where people are questioning whether this is the worst Hell in a Cell ending, period.
I'll tell you why I say it is the worst ending to a Hell in a Cell period. It is a Hell in a Cell.
No DQ.
No DQ. No count out. And they threw the match out.
And
there was no winner. A no contest in a Hell in a Cell. When Brock Lesnar F5'd Roman Reigns on top of Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns should have stayed on top of Braun Strowman and gotten the win. If they wanted to build up the triple threat match that they're doing with Roman Reigns as the champion, that's how you do it. Brock Lesnar F5's Braun Strowman. Brock Lesnar F5's Roman Reigns on top of Braun Strowman. Double hitting Braun Strowman. Roman Reigns stays on top for the pin. And then Brock Lesnar Brock's all over the ring and destroys everybody.
Here's the question. What the hell was the point of macing Mick Foley?
What was the point of Mick Foley in the first place?
To promote the Hell in a Cell 20th anniversary documentary that they had at the end of the show?
Yeah, and you know what?
It was actually really good.
It was really good. But Mick Foley still had no place on that damn show. I
didn't care about. No. Other than the actually counting 3, which,
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I missed it. I actually had to watch it on Botchamania to see that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
and everyone's freaking out on Twitter. The match should have stopped at the 3 count. You know he fucked up. Come on.
But whatever.
But he was there to take the May shot so the dumbass ref could come out and throw the match out.
Yeah,
that's it.
That was the same ref that was wanting to throw the Randy Orton Jeff Hardy match out.
Yeah,
that was the same stupid referee.
Stop it, ref. Get out of here with that shit.
Oh my god, that ref. I don't even know his name. But I'm just like, dude, stop trying to call off these matches. Hell, the guys took finishing maneuvers and they took table shots. It's not like Jeff Hardy's situation where he jumped
Jeff
20
Hardy
feet.
was dead and you counted the pin. And you're telling me that Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns can take 7 F5s at one time, and you're telling me after one he's done?
After one, they're both done? Bullshit. Yeah,
we saw it at WrestleMania. We saw him kick out of 5 F5s. You're telling me he's done after one? Are you serious?
That is a load of shit. And yeah, that referee should have came in. Roman should have stayed on top of Braun, and they both should have just counted him 1, 2, 3.
And here's
it wouldn't have hurt Braun taking a pin, especially after that kind of nonsense.
Here's the real question. Here's the real question that should have been asked coming out of that pay-per-view. We know what happened to Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler. We know what happened to Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Paul Heyman, and Brock Lesnar.
I know where you're going with this.
What happened on top of the cell? I want to know, where did Dean Ambrose and Drew McIntyre go? What happened were they just chilling, watching all this happen?
I have no idea. And that is a mystery that will be left unsolved.
That's the real question. I wanted a shot of just Dean Ambrose. Like, Dean Ambrose knows what Brock Lesnar is capable of.
So he's like, yeah, I'm not touching that.
Is Dean Ambrose on top of the cell going like, you know what? I think I'm better off staying with this motherfucker.
You're just looking down. It's like
you're just like, no, I'm good.
Drew's just looking down and turns to Dean. Do you want to try and stop this? Hey man, I actually had a match with this guy. You do not want to cross paths with him. And
the one time they both agree, hey, yeah, we're just gonna chill here.
So you want to have a match tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
No, that's fun. That is funny. That is hysterical. When it came to that ending, bullshit.
I want a YouTube video. I want a YouTube video of.
We had the YouTube video of the fans being pissed off.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about the fans. Turn that camera around.
Like, you have the footage of all the commentators leaving. It's like, come on, man, just lift up to the top of the cell. Are they still up there?
Are they just chilling? Like they're playing like games up there and shit.
Are they still just trying to beat the living shit out of each other? Like all you're seeing is like they're stuck. It's like a glitched video game where all you're seeing is just going like this, just going punch and punch and punch and punch.
While their teammates are destroyed on the floor,
either on the announcers' tables or in the ring.
Yeah, we could go down and get destroyed by Brock Lesnar, or we could just play the punching game. You good with the punching game? Yeah, I'm good with the punching game. Let's go.
I'm good with the punching game. But all right, that's Hell in a Cell in the long run.
The match itself before that, it wasn't bad. It was exactly what I expected out of a Braun Strowman and Roman. I do like that they
say that.
I did like that the bell rang and they ran at each other. Like it wasn't like a feeling out process. They were like, no, they just started.
We had history. We know what we're capable of.
They just started beating the shit out of each other, big man style, and I'm like, okay, this is what I signed up for this match.
I will say, they've had a better match in the no DQ match.
Yes,
or was it a street fight?
That was the one that Braun Strowman won on pay-per-view, right?
I think that was the one Roman won.
Braun Strowman went up to the top.
He won the ambulance match.
Yeah, Braun Strowman went up to the top like a dumbass and tried to, and Roman Reigns rolled out of the way into the spear, right?
Like, yeah, when you look at a match with Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman and the history they've had, you would expect a lot more in the fact that these two are in a Hell in a Cell match together makes total sense.
Yes.
But you would be expecting so much more out of that. We got a good amount, but we still should have had a lot more. Yeah, considering the history between these two.
Yeah, but then you also had back when they were fighting before that, you didn't have the outliers of McIntyre, Ziggler, and the Shield. You just had Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman brutalizing each other, and you didn't have Brock Lesnar in the background doing that. With all those extra stuff that you knew was going to come out and come into play, I was satisfied with what we got until the dumbass ending. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I threw the match out, I was like, well, that just killed any enjoyment.
It didn't kill the match. It just was like, wow, what a bullshit ending. And that's the ending of the pay-per-view. All right, we're going to now go with facial hair ratings, and me being the champion, I will go first. I utterly enjoyed this pay-per-view, except the Miz and, the Maurice and Brie Bella bits, and the ending of the match of the main event. Those are the only two things that really took the event down for me. So, and if they actually, okay, if they had Roman Reigns pin Braun Strowman, I would have let the Brie Bella Maurice thing slide and given this event a goat face. Yes. It was that enjoyable. But the fact that they knew what they were going for with this ending, the fact that it was the second event in a row, they pulled the ending and immediately ended just so they didn't have to get the footage of the crowd pissed off at the end. Instead, we get video footage from people there chanting, "This is bullshit," and yeah, it really was. This really was bullshit. So it took a level down. So I'm just going to go ahead, simple 4 out of 5, full beard.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the same reasoning. I'm like, you ruined the credibility of a Hell in a Cell match by throwing the match out and calling it a no contest.
First time
you ruined it.
First time in history.
Like, I don't know
that has ever happened.
I don't know if I'll be able to look at a Hell in a Cell match the same way again, because it's like, oh, we can have no contest.
Yeah, we can actually end the match. Yeah,
so it's
that
like
is bullshit.
You screwed.
You didn't need to, like, Braun Strowman could have taken that pin and he would not have been harmed in the end.
Exactly. And I don't even think the crowd would have gone, "This is bullshit," if Roman got that pin in that fashion.
Exactly.
So it's like the WWE knew what they were doing when they said they were going to have a no contest in a Hell in a Cell match. So here's a giant fuck you. You had a goat face, and you get a full beard because you ruined the sanctity of a Hell in a Cell match, which is there must be a clear winner.
Exactly.
It doesn't stop the bullshit that can happen in a Hell in a Cell match, but there must be a clear winner. There's no such thing as a no contest in a Hell in a Cell match, except now, hey, there is.
Now you can, and like you said, that actually hurts the Hell in a Cell match itself.
Yeah.
I won't basically think, oh no, this could possibly end in a no contest, because I think they hopefully learned their lesson. Don't ever do that again, you stupid idiots.
But it'll always be in the back of your mind.
Exactly. All right, well, that's what we think. That's what we thought of Hell in a Cell, and now we want to know what you, the audience, think. What's your facial hair ratings for Hell in a Cell? What did you think of the storylines going on after on Raw, SmackDown, for the builds for Super Showdown? Are you looking forward to Super Showdown? If you like what you heard from us, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and you can find us on our Facebook page. Just look up Scholars of Wrestling. And if you want to get in touch with us personally, you can find us on our Twitter machines. The official for Scholars of Wrestling at ScholarsOW. You can find me, the Scholars of Wrestling champion, and Mr. Scholar in the Bank, which is right now on hold. I don't have the briefcase now because I don't need it, because I have this beautiful belt on my shoulder.
And don't worry, when I beat you in the rematch, you'll still have it till June.
Oh yeah, I still have it. But yeah, I still have that. So I am a very happy scholar right now.
Who the fuck knows when the Money in the Bank pay-per-view is? They change the month every year.
I still think it's going to be June. Okay. All right, but yeah, you can find me at the Tarek. Brian, where can they find you?
You can find me crying into my bottle of booze in picture format, crying over the loss of my Scholars of Wrestling championship at Atomic Beanpole.
And you can find Scholar Jeff at I'm Robbie Rage. But until then, thank you all for joining us tonight, and we are the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled. You're welcome. See you all next week for hopefully less bullshit. What do you think that's going to happen?
It's WWE. More bullshit always.